It's Coast to Coast Sports Podcast, and we want to talk football too. We're both Caleb and I are both Raider fans.
Sadly.
Sadly, again, I'm a Caleb. Caleb's a Celtics, Raider fan. That's not too bad, but I'm a Kings Raider fan. So how my weekdays go. Not well, and my weekends not well. Um. Anyways, let's go to the NFL real quick. Quick quick little segment. Raiders Buccaneers this weekend. I was actually looking forward to our Sunday night game. Me and Caleb kind of talked about this a little bit earlier, but we try to save it for you guys. I was upset about the game being switched from
Uh,
5 to 1. They put us on the 1 p.m. Pacific time slot instead of Sunday night football. Like, man, because we had COVID cases or something was going on. I don't know.
bro, our
I
whole
don't know
entire
what the
offensive
reason is.
line is out.
Our whole O line is out, and that's Trent Brown recently had what did he had his COVID test that was positive, correct?
Yeah.
And he's out. So I don't really know what the Raiders going to do. I've heard rumors today that they're going to be pushing the game to Monday or Tuesday, which I would rather have than a
Yeah. I'd
damn
rather
one
have
o'clock game.
all
I
the
hate
guys
1 o'clock.
healthy. But did you see though as well? Since they didn't get the results in time for the other offensive linemen, they have to quarantine for 5 days. So even like we're not gonna have any of our offensive line, dude.
I
If they
mean,
don't move
it's
it
okay.
back, there's an anti-deep state against the Raiders, and I will hire some sort of investigator to do the investigation on this.
Yeah, we need somebody to look this over because it's gonna be a dandy on
Yeah,
Sunday
I
with
might not watch because
it's
don't get
gonna
me
be
wrong, some
tough. I mean, the Buccaneers have a really tough defense. Obviously you got Brady at the top. They got Mike Evans, you got Gronk, you got a lot of talented receivers out there. I'm a little bit nervous to kind of see how this game goes, but we're the Raiders that beat the Chiefs, so hey, anything could happen. But I'm gonna go with Bucks this weekend. I'm gonna go Bucks, uh,
I'm,
24-10.
I'm gonna say Bucks 37-17.
Oh man. All right. Well, if that's the case, I hope I don't have to watch that game.
I might not watch. I might not turn it on. I might watch till halftime and see what's happening.
Hopefully, it ends up well for both of our sake. Speaking of, we're actually going to be doing a Raider podcast post that game, so
Yeah.
be ready for that. We'll do a quick. We're going to try to do Raider podcast after every game, and really try to get these quality, podcasts out for you guys. Give you guys good analysis on what's happening, what we think went wrong, what went right, what the Raiders need to do better in the future, and just simple stuff, and we'll do a quick little short podcast on that as much as we can. But anyways, let's go to the Niners. Niners playing the Patriots this weekend. Niners came off. Jimmy G's had a rough go. This beginning of the season, he's been hurt a lot, and now he's been back. And he had a decent game last week, especially off a hurt ankle. I thought he played well, but he's still, in my opinion, he's not the answer for the Niners. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't see a long term fit for him there. I never have, to be honest with you guys. I'm not big on Jimmy G. Niners defense is great. I think Niners have drafted very well.
They have, but they're
With
battling
with
so
Ayuk.
many injuries this year.
Yes, Samuel. I mean Ayuk. They've had a lot. They have a lot of young
Bosa's
talent on
out.
that team. Bosa's out. And that's rough. It's a
Yeah.
Niners have had a rough season with injuries. Let's be honest. I mean, they haven't just fallen flat off the earth. They've had a tough year, but they had a nice bounce back week. They're now 3-3. I want to say. And I tough schedule,
Oh
tough
yeah. For
schedule
all the
coming
injuries
up.
they've had and the schedule they had, they're still doing really, really good this season.
Exactly. I mean, I honestly could see them easily being 2-4, if not 1-5 at this point.
Yeah.
They've had a tough schedule, and up next they got the Patriots, then the Seahawks, then the Packers, then the Saints,
Oh,
then the Rams, and then the Bills. So that is a stretch of
wow.
hell, and they need to get healthy. Mostert was just announced that Raheem Mostert is out for I don't know how long. He has a high ankle sprain, so man, Niners have had it rough this year. I got to be honest with them. Not many. I guarantee you, not many people are feeling bad for them though. They were there in the Super Bowl last year. They were dominating teams. They're a super talented team. So not a lot of other teams' fans are feeling too bad for them. I mean, injuries are part of the game, but at the end of the day, injuries are horrible. No one wants to see players get down. No one wants to see
Yeah.
teams lose off of injuries. There's no fun in that. I mean, that's not real
Ah,
that's not real
if
sports.
if the Raiders won off injuries and won a Super Bowl, I'm not so sure I'd be complaining.
I agree, but here's my point: would you rather the Raiders win a Super Bowl off of injuries, or rather the other team be healthy?
I just want the Raiders to win a Super Bowl.
Okay, that's understandable coming from a desperate Raider fan, but Niners. I mean, this week they got the Patriots. Patriots have came off recently that they've been playing not well. I mean, they had another loss this week um, against the Panthers, and Cam has Cam has played really well, but I don't know. I don't know if they have the enough pieces on that team to really get that far. So I actually see the Niners winning this week. I see them winning. Let's go 21-6.
I'm gonna give Patriots
Oh,
21-17.
21-17. Okay. Okay. Honestly, that game is very swing. I could see that
Yeah.
going either way. But they're again two teams that are kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place right now, and I think they're trying to figure out their situations going forward. And with Belichick, he first time he's complained he hasn't been able to play or he hasn't
Yeah.
been able to
They haven't been able to
practice for
practice or
2 weeks.
anything.
I mean, I get it. This is football, guys. We need to realize that they need practice. I mean, it's not in a sport like basketball where you can kind of just rely off chemistry and star players and superstars. This is you have what 24 players playing 12 at a time. You're getting or 11 at a time. You have a lot of players, and imagine how many players on the roster. You have so many players on the roster that in that situation they need that practice time. They're not getting that practice time, and that's a detriment to the league and detriment to the teams that these players can't get there, and they're having a tough time going. They're a
This
tough time
season,
going forward with this.
this season is incredibly tough for all the teams. I mean, you got to think the Steelers and Titans game. What were they? They were 3-0 whenever they were supposed to play originally. Then they had to get bumped back. Now they're playing this weekend. They're both 5-0.
Yeah, I mean the Titans have they've had a lucky stretch. Let's be honest. It's
Yeah,
not really
I'm going Steelers in
you
that
have
game. I'll just tell you right now.
oh you're going Steelers?
Yeah,
I'll agree with you. I think Steelers are gonna win as well. I think they're a super talented team, and I think we haven't seen the best of the Steelers yet. We've seen Chase Claypool has had a breakout season, and I think he's been doing really well. And I think he's gonna only get better, man. The Steelers have always done a good job of getting receivers. Let's just be honest. They've had very talented receivers for the past decade at least.
yep.
So we'll see. I don't know. I think at the end of the day, we'll kind of see how that game goes. We both got Steelers. We'll revisit that.
Yeah.
What's your upset of the week? Let's go. We are gonna have one upset surprise pick of the week for y'all. You guys let us know. Um, Tag us, add us, and let
Is
us know
this an
what your
upset
upset of the week is.
if I say the Bengals are going to beat the Browns?
I mean,
Is it? Because record wise,
no, because the Browns are not very good, but record wise, yes. So you could go. You could go with that. Is that your upset pick of the week?
yeah, that's got to be
I
it.
got mine. I got mine. I'll go first. If you're not ready, I'll go
Nah,
first.
that's mine.
My
That's mine.
my upset pick of the week. I have the Cardinals beating the Seattle Seahawks 28-17.
I could see it.
I don't know how that's gonna go,
I could
but
see it.
hey, I Kyler Murray has been absolutely killing it lately. DeAndre Hopkins, I think, is a really good fit for them. And that defense has done a really good job of holding
Yeah.
down, and I think they've done a much better job than they have last year. Cardinals look very well put together. They look like a young team, and they look like they can have a surprise. I think they can kind of surprise people, and really, the Seahawks team is undefeated, and Russell Wilson, MVP player. He's an MVP candidate this year. He's likely to win it at this point. And I don't know. I mean, we'll see how that goes. I don't know how Arizona is going to really go in the long term. It's still very early, so we don't really know. Long term, I mean, the rest of the season. I don't know how the rest of the season is going to go for them, but um, we'll see. I think the Cardinals have a bright future, though. I'm excited. I'm excited for the Cardinals. I see them as one of those young teams that with a very talented quarterback that can take over the league for the next decade,
Well, they're
at
lucky the
least.
Texans had the worst GM in all of sports.
Yes, the Texans, man, you don't know what they're doing. They gave DeAndre Hopkins like it was a garage sale, man.